Yo, what's up YouTubers and film fans, Russell Exploitation here. I haven't done a video for a few weeks and that, so I thought I'd show you what I've been buying over the last few weeks and do a quick DVD update. Get into this right now. Right, first up we've got the Paul Naschy Werewolf Classic Night of the Werewolf. This is the out of print BCI edition now from the US. It's got some nice little features on there. If you know Paul Naschy's films, he was he was called the Lon Chaney Jr. of Spanish horror. He portrayed this Wolfman character called Walden Ardaninsky in about 12 or 13 different films. This is one of the last ones. Actually, this came out in 1980, so this was like a year before The Howling and American Werewolf in London. It's basically a remake of The Werewolf Shadow, which is an earlier film. But very nice one for the collection. You can actually get this on Blu-ray, but the Blu-ray is even more expensive now. It's out of print, so picked up this for a pretty good price. So well recommended getting that one. Another Paul Naschy werewolf film, along with the Vampire Nights Orgy. It's a double bill from Code Red. Leon Klimovsky double bill. Leon Klimovsky was an Argentinian director. Directed a lot of Spanish horror films. Really good value set this, because both films are really good. Dr. Jekyll and the Werewolf is one of my favourite Paul Naschy werewolf films, and he portrays both the werewolf and Dr. Jekyll in this. He goes to he comes from Spain to London to try and find a cure, and Dr. Jekyll reckons he has a cure for his lycanthropy, and things don't go completely to plan. And there's a nice scene at the end where he actually wolfs out and transforms in a disco, which is quite funny. It's a really good film. Vampire Nights Orgy. It's quite a slow vampire film. Probably not one of Leon Klimovsky's best films, but it's very atmospheric. I quite enjoyed it actually, even though it was really slow. I've heard a lot of people say, not much happened in it, but you know, people moan about things, don't they? But I thought it was quite good. There's some nice atmosphere. All the vampires are. That's the only downside really. A lot of vampires were sort of look like they were pensioners really, so they were a little bit unthreatening in places. But the end is really good. Really ramps up the tension. Slow burn of that, but really good. Very good double bill set that. Highly recommended. Obviously, Code Red. You can. It's only a couple of places you can get their stuff from. Obviously, the Code Red website or diabolic.com stock their films now, so that's worth picking up. Next up we have a double bill of two of my childhood favourites, The Land That Time Forgot and the sequel, The People That Time Forgot. I love these films. I grew up with these in the UK. Somebody my age, these were always shown on the TV when I was a kid in school holidays or at Christmas time, and you know, I've kind of grown up with these films. Of course, you know, the monsters and the dinosaurs look crap. Obviously, they're just like men in rubber suits, and I expect kids now looking at these will probably think they're terrible. But of course, I grew up with these. Actually, I mean, the production values for their time were pretty good. I mean, especially The Land That Time Forgot. I mean, some of the like the front projection work and the matte paintings and stuff are really actually pretty good. It's just kind of the dinosaurs that kind of let it down. You can buy these separately in the UK, but the US MGM Midnight Movies edition is a lot cheaper, and both come with both 185 anamorphic widescreen prints as well, with good prints. So no features really, just sort of just like trailers and that. So but really worth getting that one. Another classic Doug McClure film for around the same time. At the Earth's Core, can't go wrong with this. Doug McClure, Peter Cushing and Carolyn Munro. How can you go wrong with that? Peter Cushing actually in this plays his, he kind of just plays the Doctor Who role that he did, because he did two Doctor Who movies in the 60s, and he kind of just does a variation of his Doctor Who shtick really, but it's all good fun. Again, the monsters are a little bit crap, but again, the production values are pretty decent for his time. I mean, before Star Wars, really, this was kind of as good as it got. So, Star Wars was the film that kind of changed things. But this is the UK edition anyway. You can get this on a US edition with another film on the Oh, I can't speak tonight. On the MGM Midnight Movies double bill set with another film, but UK one is the one to get. It's got that badass cover, which is really good. So yeah, pick that up. It's well worth checking out. Another one from my childhood, Ninja 3: The Domination. This is the brand new Shout Factory Blu-ray and DVD combo pack. What can you say about Ninja 3: The Domination? Fucking bonkers. That's what you can say about it. This is one of the most bonkers ninja films I've ever seen. Lucinda Dickey, who people will know from Breakdance the movie, or Breaking as it was called in America, she appears in this. And what's different about this film is that they kind of give it a fantasy element as well, whereas the other ninja films are kind of just sort of action films. This actually has a supernatural kind of horror vibe as well in it. I believe the story goes that the producers watched Poltergeist and a couple of other films at the time were really successful, so they thought they'd put this sort of supernatural element in it as well. Soka Tsuji comes back again in his third ninja film. He doesn't have quite as big a part as he has in some of the other films, but he's in it quite a bit. Just a bonkers film. It's a Canon film. You all know what Canon films are like. You either love them or hate them. I tend to love them. But anyway, this is the new Shout Factory Blu-ray and DVD combo set. Unusually for a Shout Factory, this is not region locked. Shout Factory stuff, Blu-ray stuff, is normally region locked. It's locked to region A, but this is region free. So if you're in the UK or in Europe somewhere, you can play this. There is a German Blu-ray of this, I believe, but it is actually full screen, the German one, while this is anamorphic widescreen. There's no features except for a audio commentary with the director. But the print is really good, looks really nice, so pick that up. Another new Blu-ray, this is an upgrade for me, Street Trash. This is a new Synapse US release. Love this film. Again, this is one from my childhood that I used to watch a lot. Bonkers film. The transfer on this is fucking brilliant. I mean, I know some people say, oh, some of these old films, they don't look as good as the new ones. This looks really, really good on Blu-ray. It comes with all the good features that were on the previous editions and everything, so you're not missing anything. It's region free, this. So if you're in the UK or Europe, you can play this. No problem. So yeah, I love Street Trash. Well worth an upgrade, that one. Another Code Red DVD double bill set. I really got this for Ring of Death. I didn't really want Blade. Of course, not the Wesley Snipes film, but this is another film starring John Marley called Blade. I've not heard particularly good things about it. I haven't watched it yet. I expect I'll probably watch it at some point when I'm bored. But I got this for Ring of Death, a Franco Nero film. Love Franco Nero, big fan of his, and kind of got this to go in my my Eurocrimes collection. This actually was a film that kind of preceded the Eurocrime craze. This is actually from 1968, so it's more of a standard kind of detective story. There's not much action in it really. Good supporting cast: Adolfo Celli, been in many Italian films, obviously the bad guy in Thunderball, Florinda Balkan, so all you Europhiles out there. Good supporting cast, nice little jazzy score this has got as well. So this is actually quite cheap. It's only like $9.99 this on Code Red's website, so pick that up. That's another good one. Right, this is a bootleg of The Burglars, aka La Casse. Jean-Paul Belmondo, Omar Sharif. This has one of the best car chases ever filmed. Sadly, this is not available in the UK or the US on DVD. I don't know why. You can get it, I think, on a French DVD or it's an Italian DVD. I can't remember now. But there are no English language options at all, whether it's subtitles or English dub. There's nothing at all on it, sadly. But this has the English dub on it. Picture quality is not too bad on here. It's it's not like top grade DVD quality, but it's more than watchable. But this is the only way really to view it. For if you're an English language viewer like myself, this is the only way to really view it really. So if you can find that on a bootleg, pick that up. Jean Paul Belmondo. He was the man really. Did all his own stunts, kind of the European Jackie Chan really. Did all his own stunts and fights and stuff, and you can see it's him. You know, it's definitely no stunt man when he's hanging off the edge of buses and trains, and you know, brilliant. Yeah, get that one. Been picking up some of the Shaw Brothers films recently. Big martial arts fan. For some strange reason, I haven't had a lot of Shaw Brothers films in my collection, so I've been getting some of these cheaply from the States. These are the Dragon Dynasty releases. This is the latest one. I've got 5 Deadly Venoms, which is a classic of the genre. There was a few of these Venoms films. Chang Cheh was one of the best directors working in Hong Kong. I'm going to get a lot more of these. This is a really great film. Check that one out. The UK out-of-print Vipco release of Emmanuel in Prison. This is a strange one really, because this was made back-to-back with Violence in a Women's Prison. Both were directed by Bruno Mattei, and both utilised the same cast pretty much. So they were filmed kind of back-to-back using the same cast and locations and everything. So sometimes people get the two films confused and think they're the same film, but they're not. Vipco did release Violence in a Women's Prison as well, and so you can pick that up. You can normally find it on Amazon, but I've didn't have this one, so I thought I'd pick this up. Now this is available in the US. I think it's Retrovision, the label that released it, and it came in 2 editions. The first edition was a cut edition, and then later on they released an uncut edition, but bizarrely, the UK edition by Vipco is the full uncut edition. Yeah, it's the full uncut edition, I know. You know, it's not lying when it says uncut version there on the bottom. So this is probably the best one to pick up if you're in Europe. So yeah, get that one. Another Spanish horror, again starring Paul Naschy, Hunchback of the Morgue. This is on the US Maya Communications release. Maya obviously are the kind of offshoot of No Shame Video. Maya aren't near as good as No Shame were. Some of their transfers are hit and miss. They don't put as much effort into their DVD releases. Quality of this isn't bad. It's not one of their better releases, but it's certainly not one of their worst as well. Transfer is more than watchable. It's got the English dub on it, so if you like a bit of Spanish horror, pick that one up. Hold on, lastly, I'm not sure if I used this in another video. I couldn't remember now. So apologies if you've seen this before, but TerraVision and the Video Dead. This is the Shout Factory, or Scream Factory should I say, their offshoot double feature set. Now this one is region coded. It's locked to region A sadly, but it has got the DVD combo as well. So I mean, my Blu-ray player is unfortunately region B only, but I've got multi-region for DVD. So I had a quick gander at the transfers of these, and they're fine. They look, the DVD quality is brilliant. So eventually, when I get a multi-region Blu-ray player, I'll obviously have the Blu-ray. But for now, I'm quite happy with just watching the DVD. TerraVision, sort of a little horror comedy, and that Video Dead, kind of a classic low-budget film that a lot of people talked about over the years, and people didn't think they'd get a release. So yeah, well worth getting that one. That's it for now. I'll probably do another update soon, and if you want to leave a message or make a comment, then please feel free to do so. I hope everyone's alright, and I'll see you all soon. Take care.